Hi, it's James from Confused Wizards, and today we'll be trying something new. We're going to be reacting to some Reddit posts. So, the title of the post is My Player Wants to Make a Cruise Missile. Please help. One of my players wants to make a giant ball of gold and drop it from on a high and roll the biggest amount of dice I've ever heard of on the final boss. Oddly enough, I'm okay with this. It's interesting. I would be okay with it as well, but I would like to hear some context. Anyway, my biggest concern is they don't want any help from any other player to do this. When they sent me this idea, I brought up them that I'm okay with the plan, but don't want this to be something like, in quotes, everyone, look at us soul savior. The rest of you did nothing, while player, in brackets, saved the day. Every solution I brought up to help share the glory felt like it was either dismissed as, it wouldn't work, or I don't like that. The Artificer, the character in the story, is putting in plenty of time and a small fortune to make this happen. And I want to support their creativity, but how do I make sure everyone has fun in this moment? There are two edits. The player isn't looking to one-shot the boss, but just do a huge amount of damage against one of the phases of the boss. I'm okay with the idea, as there is a lot of prep involved, and they're putting time and money into the invention. I just don't want them pulling a main character moment. Edit 2, they changed low orbit to on high because it was confusing nitpickers in the comments. That's basically it. Anyway, so if I were in his position, I would just let it happen. Not for free. I don't know what they're planning. In this position, I would let it happen. I'm not sure exactly what they're planning and how they would get it done, but I would let the player do it, as I feel letting them be creative is more important than player balance. The other thing I would say is I dismiss the notion of main character moment, which is kind of weird to say, but I really dislike that this person, whoever the DM is, wants everyone to be involved at the moment. And to me, it feels really patronizing, because if I were in this player's position, I came up with the idea. Personally, I would let other people be involved as well, but just going from this person's position, they come up with the idea, why not let them do it, right? Especially if the DM's already fine with it. The other thing is, if I were in another player's position, I would feel patronized because, I need to help this person with their goal, even though they've already made everything to begin with anyway. So everyone needs to have their hand in the pie to make the pie. It doesn't make any sense. And for me, while you want people to be a team, which is not even quotes, you want people to be a team as players in a tabletop role-playing game, this isn't a team. This is a person has an idea and everyone needs to have an assist. Like, in a team, not everyone has to have an assist on the main. Like, if you use an analogy of soccer, not everyone has to have an assist to be a team, right? As a team, you celebrate everyone's goal when they reach it. You don't always have to be the person as part of that solution, because ideally in a campaign, you'll have your own moment where you are the main character. And hopefully everyone as friends will support you when you are the main character. That's my opinion. I would let that happen. And the other thing I would say as well, it just reminded me, why is there a problem when it's not even going to one-shot the boss? They're saying the player says it's not going to one-shot the boss, that it'll only hit one phase of the boss. So everyone, all the players, will still have a hand in defeating the boss anyway. Like, I don't really see the problem. So, I'm just going to read some comments. The first one is some guy saying, that has to be one hell of a DC to drop something from space on a specific target. I mean, he's not wrong, but at the same time, is he not really helping the guy either? The guy meaning the OP. I just feel like Reddit has a terminal case of the top comment being unhelpful and just like they're trying to go for upvotes, and a lot of times they're not funny. Anyway, skipping this guy. We'll go read the next comment. It's from Hugh G. Gaines, or Huge Gains, potentially. They say, ask your other players. I can't disagree with them. in this situation, but they also say, personally, in this situation, I would tell him no, as this is a team sport, and he's not the main character. If he wanted to include others, that would be different. I partially agree and partially don't agree with this person. I feel, like I said before, the team sport thing I feel is dubious, because in a team, you don't always have to contribute to be part of a team. Like, even if you just think of sport, there are people on the bench who also get a ring or a medal when they win. So you're contributing to a team when you're not actually directly get the assist. And even when they say he's not the main character, he is partly the main character. Because, in my opinion, all the characters, it's an ensemble, like an ensemble TV show. They're all the main characters. It just happens to be that in this case, he wants to be the main character doing the main action in this case, which I don't know if that's a problem. I personally don't think it's a problem for things I've said already. And like people like this, this has r/I'm the main character vibe written all over it. If you don't want that, just say no.